April 4th, 2017. Connections controlled and timers coming out. The War of J135908 had begun. The Wholesale Mercenary Coalition had begun its assault and battery of the French-owned territory. Reinforced by Hull Control, Vendetta Mercenary Group, and Pirate, Wholesale held control of the system for the next 2 days, continuously firing upon French citadels.
Putain de merde. We were immensely surprised about the size of the force they had brought in. We have never seen aggression towards us like this before. Not like T40 again.
During the second timer, X877, the French alliance in control of the territory, contacted numerous allies to repel the invaders. Our sources indicate the aggressors may have links to a Bob-praising cult, though what is clear is that sleeper blood money is fueling this conflict. We cut now to leaked recordings as Wholesale commence their attack. You can hear their depraved war chant as they fire upon the vulnerable citadels. Our source chose to remain anonymous as they fear to lose Bob's divine blessing. On the third day, allies of X877 had managed to roll in and help secure the citadel borders. Over the next few hours, tensions would be high as the final timer drew near. As the near 200-man fleet of the Wholesale Coalition warped to the final citadel, the combined fleet of X877 and their allies undocked their capitals in a last-ditch effort to defend their territory. Fighting valiantly, the outnumbered fleet succumbed to the numbers of the Coalition, and at 2016 Eve time, their last fortizar began to implode. Military experts indicate that the accumulated damage was enough to cause the reactor to overload.
Bob has given us victory over these dirty heathens. May their frozen corpses give his blessing to continue sacking and razing holes in his name.
Soon, news of the eviction spread through Anoikis like wildfire, and private communication channels started brimming with activity.
Yeah, we were one of the first to find out about the French losing their home to Wholesale. We knew immediately we needed to form some sort of defense pact with the other entities to secure our position.
Thus, the Class 4 Wormhole CFC was formed, in an effort to battle the threat posed by the Wholesale-led coalition. May 3rd, 2017. Wholesale initiate another invasion. This time their target was a Class 2 wormhole, owned by Tarnak Incorporated. Towers and citadels fell. Tarnak retreated to their last safe haven, a control tower known as the Death Star. Desperate for reinforcements, they quickly made contact with the Class 4 CFC. Over the next few days, the Class 4 CFC began seeding themselves into the hull. The vanguard comprised of the alliances Of Sound Mind, Rejection of Sovereignty, Ember Sands, Einstein-Rosen Brigade, and a few valiant volunteers. As Of Sound Mind began flooding through the wormhole, a skirmish erupted. The battle left a portion of Wholesale battered and shipless. Along with a band of mercenaries, the Wholesale Coalition managed to get their remaining members past the newly erected blockade. They rallied together to defend the Fortizar-class citadel they had placed as a beachhead to assault the system.
Bob's divine wrath required the mightiest of holy weapons. It is written that only a Fortizar-class citadel is capable of calling forth his true vengeance. It was his will that we start manufacturing the instruments of heathen destruction. In his name, we began to fabricate the flagships of Bob.
The next clash would be immense. Tarnak spearheaded the 130-man counterattack with their flagship dreadnought and carrier, warping to the Wholesale citadel defended by their own 70-man fleet. The battle raged for nearly 2 hours before Wholesale's fleet finally crumbled. At 5:05 Eve time, Wholesale's Fortizar had finally been erased, and the hull secured. The remnants of Wholesale's fleet retreated through null security connections and were stranded in the cold, unforgiving void, with no way home.
When our reinforcements started pouring in, We knew it was only a matter of time before we crushed them under our foot. We had everything and everyone we needed to send them packing. Our newly created C4 CFC has worked better than expected, and we shall continue seeking members to stomp out these Bob-worshipping maniacs.
We may not have this victory, but enough blood was shed in order for us to continue being the voice of Bob. He shall and will provide us with enough resources to keep burning the non-believers.
It is uncertain where or when the Wholesale Coalition will strike next, but rest assured, smaller corporations can call on the Class 4 CFC to help them defend against the wholesale menace. This is George Allegaya, signing off.